Chapter 1. A Routine Interrupted. The Starfinder cruised silently through the vast expanse of space, its sleek hull glinting under the distant starlight. On board, Captain Elena Morris reviewed the latest data streams with her crew. Their mission was simple: explore uncharted territories and document new life forms. A sudden blip on the console interrupted the routine. Lieutenant Sato, the communications officer, leaned forward, eyes narrowing at the unexpected signal. "Captain, I've picked up a distress call," he announced, his voice laced with curiosity. Elena approached, scanning the readouts. The signal was faint and erratic, originating from an obscure planet marked on their maps as Xocks 7. "What do we know about it?" she inquired, glancing at Dr. Julian Park, the ship's xenobiologist. "Not much," Julian replied, tapping into his datapad. "It's largely uncharted, but there are rumors of a diverse ecosystem. Nothing about sentient life, though." Intrigued, Captain Morris made a swift decision. "Set a course for Xocks 7. If there's a distress signal, someone or something needs our help." Chapter 2. Descent to Xocks 7. As the ship descended through the planet's thick atmosphere, the crew prepared for the unknown. Xocks 7 unfolded beneath them, a lush, verdant world teeming with life. Towering trees swayed gently, their leaves shimmering in the dappled sunlight. Strange, multicolored flora dotted the landscape, and distant, unfamiliar sounds echoed through the jungle. The landing party, equipped with scanners and medical kits, ventured out cautiously. The source of the distress signal lay deep within the dense forest. As they navigated the vibrant terrain, the atmosphere grew tense. Each rustle of leaves or distant cry of alien creatures heightened their anticipation. Chapter 3. The Discovery. Finally, they arrived at a clearing. There, in the center, lay the source of the distress signal, a massive alien creature unlike anything they had ever seen. Its iridescent scales glinted in the light, but deep wounds marred its majestic form. The crew gasped collectively at the sight. "It's a Zeton," Julian breathed, awe mixed with concern. "These creatures are rare and incredibly intelligent, but it's injured badly." Captain Morris surveyed the scene, her heart pounding. What happened here, she wondered aloud, and who could leave such a creature to suffer? Dr. Park approached the Zeton cautiously, running a diagnostic scan. The creature's labored breathing and flickering eyes revealed its dire state. "It's in pain, Captain. We need to help it." Chapter 4. A Difficult Decision. The crew debated their options. Engineer Harper, known for her pragmatic approach, voiced concerns about the potential risks. "Helping it could expose us to danger. We don't know if it's aggressive." "But it's clearly sentient," Julian argued, meeting Elena's gaze. "We can't just leave it to die." After a moment's reflection, Captain Morris made her decision. "We're here to explore and to help. We'll do what we can." With a mix of fear and determination, the crew set to work using advanced medical technology to stabilize the creature. As they treated its wounds, the Zeton opened its eyes, looking at them with a mix of pain and curiosity. A low, resonant hum filled the air, reverberating in their minds. It was trying to communicate. Chapter 5. The Bond Forms. Images flashed in their thoughts, a vibrant world thriving with life, now marred by destruction and desolation. The Zeton's memories were powerful, a plea for understanding and aid. The crew felt an unexpected bond form, transcending their fears. "This creature is not just a beast," Elena murmured, awe in her voice. "It's a survivor, and now it's our responsibility." As the sun set over the alien horizon, casting long shadows across the clearing, the crew continued their work. Each act they took to save the Zeton brought them closer together, bridging the gap between human and alien. Chapter 6. The Threat Revealed. Little did they know, their decision to help would set the stage for an epic journey, one that would challenge their perceptions and alter the course of their mission forever. The Starfinder crew huddled around the injured Zeton, the dense jungle of Xocks 7 enclosing them like a living wall. The creature's wounds, deep and grievous, demanded immediate attention. Dr. Julian Park worked meticulously, administering advanced medical nanobots to repair tissue and stabilize vital functions. As the team labored, Captain Elena Morris observed with a mix of determination and anxiety. "We have to make this work," she thought. The creature's telepathic connection had revealed not only its pain, but also glimpses of a past filled with beauty and loss. Lieutenant Sato monitored the perimeter, his hand never far from his sidearm. "We still don't know what else might be out there," he reminded the crew. his voice steady but tense. We need to stay vigilant. Chapter 7. An Ancient Enemy. Despite the dangers, the team's bond with the Zeton deepened. Through telepathic images, they learned of the creature's history. The Zetons, once a thriving civilization, had been hunted almost to extinction by a ruthless alien race, the Corvac. Now this creature was one of the last of its kind, abandoned and left to die. Engineer Harper, ever the realist, voiced her concerns as they took a brief break. We're putting ourselves at risk for a creature that might not even survive. What if this attracts the Corvac to us? Julian looked up from his work, his expression resolute. If we do nothing, we're no better than the Corvac. This being deserves a chance. Captain Morris, caught between the pragmatic and the compassionate, made her stance clear. We're explorers, not conquerors. We help those in need, even if it's dangerous. Chapter 8. The Corvac Attack. As the crew returned to their efforts, the Zeton's telepathic presence grew stronger, sharing memories of joy and connection with its own kind. They saw visions of vibrant gatherings, intricate rituals, and a deep bond with their planet's ecosystem. Each image strengthened the crew's resolve to save it. Gradually, under Julian's care and the support of the crew, the Zeton's breathing steadied, its once dim eyes now glowing with a flicker of hope. It projected a single word into their minds: Zio. Is that your name? Elena asked softly, feeling a connection beyond species and language. Zio's affirmative hum resonated through the group, filling them with a shared purpose. Just as they began to feel a sense of achievement, the ground shook violently. Trees trembled, and a low rumble echoed across the landscape. The crew exchanged alarmed glances, weapons at the ready. They're here, Sato declared grimly, gaze scanning the dense forest. The Corvac. Chapter 9. Stand and Fight. The team quickly formed a defensive perimeter around Zio, tension hanging heavy in the air as the alien hunters emerged from the shadows. Tall, armored figures with menacing, glowing eyes. Leave the creature, their leader demanded, voice harsh and mechanical. It's an abomination, and you'll meet the same fate if you interfere. Captain Morris stood firm, her eyes blazing with defiance. We won't abandon Zio. If you want to harm it, you'll have to go through us. A tense standoff ensued, the Corvac circling the crew like predators sizing up their prey. Zio, still weak, rose slowly, its scales shimmering defiantly. The bond between the humans and the alien was clear, a unified front against a common threat. As the Corvac advanced, Julian whispered to Elena, "We can't hold them off forever. We need a plan." Elena's mind raced, searching for options. The crew, driven by their compassion for Zio, stood ready to defend their new ally at any cost. The choice was clear: fight together or perish. Chapter 10. The Plan Unfolds. With a deep breath, Captain Morris made her decision. We protect Zio no matter what. We're in this together. As the battle began, the Starfinder crew and Zio fought side by side, united by an unbreakable bond. In that moment, they understood that their mission had transformed into something far greater, a fight for survival, trust, and an unexpected friendship that transcended the boundaries of the galaxy. The jungle erupted into chaos as the Corvac warriors closed in. Captain Elena Morris and her crew stood firm, weapons ready, with Zio towering beside them. The alien creature, though still recovering, exuded a formidable presence, its scales glinting in the fading light. Lieutenant Sato took command of the defensive line, barking orders to the team. Stay sharp. We need to protect Zio and hold our ground. Chapter 11. The Escape Plan. The Corvac, relentless in their pursuit, launched a barrage of energy blasts. Engineer Harper, using her quick thinking, activated portable shields, deflecting the initial assault. These won't hold forever, she warned, her voice tinged with urgency. Zio, sensing the crew's determination, summoned its remaining strength. With a thunderous roar, it projected a telepathic wave, temporarily disorienting the Corvac attackers. Dr. Julian Park, ever the strategist, seized the moment. We need to split their forces, create a diversion. Captain Morris nodded, formulating a plan. Harper, rig an energy pulse to draw them away from Zio. Harper swiftly modified a device, setting it to emit a burst of electromagnetic interference. Chapter 12. The Diversion. Harper swiftly modified a device, setting it to emit a burst of electromagnetic interference. The device activated with a flash, causing the Corvac to stagger back, their sensors disrupted. Now! Elena shouted. Fall back to the clearing. The crew retreated strategically, luring part of the Corvac forces into a trap. Sato, using his expertise in combat, led the counterattack, his precise shots taking down several adversaries. Meanwhile, Julian and Harper worked together to support Zeo, ensuring the creature stayed shielded amid the chaos. Zeo tapped into a deep well of energy, unleashing a powerful telekinetic burst. The ground trembled as vines and roots erupted, entangling the Corvac, buying the crew precious time. Chapter 13. Into the Caverns. Back at the clearing, the team regrouped, catching their breath. "We can't hold them off forever," Julian panted, glancing at Elena. "We need a way out." Zeo, sensing the urgency, communicated a plan through vivid mental images, a nearby cavern system, hidden and secure, where they could regroup and strategize. Elena nodded, determination shining in her eyes. "We follow Zeo. It's our best chance." The crew, guided by Zeo, navigated the dense underbrush, their movements synchronized through shared purpose. Behind them, the Corvac regrouped, relentless in their pursuit. Reaching the cavern entrance, the team hurried inside, the cool darkness enveloping them. Harper quickly set up barriers at the entrance, buying them some time. "This should slow them down," she said, catching her breath. Chapter 14. A New Strategy. Inside the cavern, Zeo projected images of gratitude and trust. The crew felt a renewed sense of purpose, knowing they were no longer just explorers. They were allies in a fight for survival. Elena addressed her team, pride evident in her voice. "We've not only saved a life today, but also forged a new alliance. Zeo is one of us now." As they prepared to leave Xocks 7, the sun set, casting a warm glow over the horizon. The jungle, once filled with danger, now felt like a place of hope and new beginnings. Back on the Starfinder, Zeo took its place among the crew, a symbol of unity and resilience. Their story spread across the galaxy, inspiring others to look beyond fear and embrace understanding. Chapter 15. Uncovering the Corvac's Secrets. Days turned into weeks as the Starfinder continued its journey through space, with Zeo now a full-fledged member of the crew. The bond between Zeo and the humans deepened, strengthened by their shared experiences and mutual respect. The crew took time to learn from Zeo, who shared its knowledge and insights through telepathic communication. One day, as the crew gathered in the Starfinder's briefing room, Zeo projected a series of images onto the large holoscreen. These images revealed intricate details about the Corvac, an ancient, warlike race with advanced technology and a relentless drive to conquer. "We need to understand our enemy if we're going to survive," Captain Morris said, studying the images intently. "Zeo, can you show us more about their weaknesses?" Zeo complied, sharing detailed schematics of Corvac ships and weapon systems. Julian and Harper quickly began analyzing the data, formulating strategies to counter the Corvac's technology. Chapter 16. The Corvac's Plot. As they delved deeper into the Corvac's history, the crew uncovered a chilling revelation. The Corvac were not just random marauders, they were part of a larger plot to dominate the galaxy. Their current campaign was only the beginning of a grand scheme to subjugate entire star systems. "We can't let them succeed," Elena declared, her voice firm. "We have to find a way to stop them." Julian nodded, his expression serious. "If we can gather more intelligence, we might be able to disrupt their operations." Sato, always the pragmatist, chimed in. "But we can't do it alone. We'll need allies." Chapter 17. Seeking Allies. With this new mission in mind, the Starfinder set a course for the nearest inhabited system, hoping to find allies in their fight against the Corvac. Their first stop was the planet Arara, known for its bustling trade and diverse population. As they approached Arara, the crew marveled at the sight of the planet's vast cities and sprawling markets. They docked at one of the major spaceports, and Captain Morris led a small team, including Zeo, to meet with local leaders. The Alarans, a peaceful and technologically advanced people, listened intently as Elena explained their plight and the threat posed by the Corvac. Zeo, using its telepathic abilities, shared vivid images of the Corvac's atrocities and their plans for galactic domination. The Alarans were moved by Zeo's story and the bravery of the Starfinder crew. After a lengthy discussion, the Alaran Council agreed to join forces with the Starfinder in their fight against the Corvac. Chapter 18. A Growing Resistance. Word of the alliance spread quickly, and soon other systems began to offer their support. The Starfinder crew found themselves at the center of a growing resistance movement, united by a common goal: to stop the Corvac and protect the galaxy from their tyranny. Chapter 19. The Battle of Arara. Despite their growing strength, the Corvac were not idle. They launched a massive assault on Arara, determined to crush the fledgling resistance before it could gain momentum. The battle that ensued was fierce and chaotic. The Starfinder crew, alongside their new allies, fought valiantly to defend Arara. Zeo, now fully recovered, unleashed its telekinetic powers, creating barriers and disorienting the Corvac attackers. Captain Morris, leading from the front, inspired her crew with her bravery and determination. Sato's tactical brilliance and Julian's medical expertise proved invaluable as the battle raged on. Before proceeding, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Chapter 20. Turning the Tide. Despite the overwhelming odds, the defenders of Arara managed to turn the tide of the battle. Harper's ingenuity in deploying advanced technology and Sato's precision in combat were instrumental in repelling the Corvac forces. As the Corvac began to retreat, Zeo projected a powerful telepathic message, broadcasting images of the battle and the bravery of the resistance across the galaxy. This act of defiance and hope galvanized other systems to join the fight. Chapter 21. The Aftermath. In the aftermath of the Battle of Arara, the Starfinder crew and their allies took stock of their losses and celebrated their hard-earned victory. The battle had been costly, but it had also shown that the Corvac were not invincible. Elena, standing amidst the ruins of Alara's capital, addressed her crew and the assembled leaders of the resistance. "We've shown the galaxy that we can stand against the Corvac, but our fight is far from over. We must continue to unite to gather our strength and to strike back." Chapter 22. A New Mission. With their alliance growing stronger, the Starfinder crew set their sights on a new mission: to locate and disable the Corvac's central command. This daring plan would require careful coordination and the full cooperation of their allies. Julian and Harper, using the intelligence gathered from Zeo and other sources, identified a potential location for the Corvac's command center. It was a heavily fortified asteroid base, hidden deep within a nebula. Chapter 23. Into the Nebula. The journey to the Corvac command center was fraught with danger. The nebula's dense clouds of gas and debris made navigation difficult, and the Starfinder had to evade numerous patrols and automated defenses. Zeo's telepathic abilities proved invaluable once again, guiding the crew through the treacherous terrain and alerting them to potential threats. The bond between Zeo and the crew had become unbreakable, forged in the fires of battle and tempered by mutual respect. Chapter 24. Infiltration. Reaching the outskirts of the Corvac base, the Starfinder crew prepared for a risky infiltration mission. Elena, Julian, Sato, and Harper formed the core team, with Zeo providing telepathic support. Disguised as Corvac soldiers, they managed to slip past the outer defenses and enter the base. Inside, they encountered a maze of corridors and security checkpoints, but Zeo's guidance helped them avoid detection. Chapter 25. The Heart of Darkness. Finally, they reached the heart of the base, the central command chamber. Here they found the Corvac leader, a fearsome figure known as Varric, surrounded by his elite guards. A tense standoff ensued as Elena confronted Varric. "Your reign of terror ends here," she declared, her voice steady despite the danger. Varric sneered, his mechanical voice filled with contempt. "You think you can stop us? You are but insects before the might of the Corvac." Chapter 26. The Final Battle. The battle that followed was intense and brutal. Varric's guards were formidable, their advanced armor and weaponry making every movement a dangerous gamble. Despite the odds, the Starfinder team fought with determination and skill, their unity and courage pushing them forward. Zeo was a force to be reckoned with. Its telekinetic powers created invisible barriers that deflected incoming energy blasts, while its mind-controlled tendrils disarmed opponents and threw them off balance. The alien's presence was both awe-inspiring and terrifying, its shimmering scales reflecting the chaotic light of battle. Captain Elena Morris, Julian Park, Sato, and Harper were at the forefront of the conflict. Elena led with a fierce resolve, her combat skills honed through countless encounters. Sato, ever the tactician, moved with precision, his every shot finding its mark. Harper's quick thinking and innovative use of technology turned the tide in their favor, activating defensive shields and deploying countermeasures against the Corvac's relentless assault. Amid the chaos, Julian's keen mind found a critical opportunity. "Elena," he shouted over the roar of battle, "I've identified a weakness in the command center's systems. If we can disable the power core, we can take down the entire base." Elena and her team worked tirelessly to coordinate efforts, sharing intelligence and resources with their new allies. Zio played a crucial role, using its telepathic abilities to bridge communication gaps and strengthen the bonds between different species. Chapter 27, The Aftermath. The Starfinder and its allies watched from a safe distance as the Corvac base disintegrated. The once menacing fortress was now a cloud of debris and energy, its threat neutralized. Captain Elena Morris and her team returned to the Starfinder, weary but victorious. The battle had been grueling, but their efforts had paid off. They had succeeded in their mission, dismantling the Corvac's central command and striking a significant blow against their tyranny. Back on the Starfinder, the crew gathered in the ship's briefing room. Zio, now a symbol of hope and unity, stood among them, its presence a testament to the bond forged through adversity. Elena addressed her team, pride and gratitude evident in her voice. "We've accomplished something extraordinary. We've stopped the Corvac and forged alliances that will resonate across the galaxy." Julian nodded, his face reflecting the exhaustion and relief of their victory. "We've shown that even the darkest threats can be overcome when we stand together." Sato, ever the pragmatist, added, "And we've learned that the strength of our unity is our greatest weapon." Harper, her usual pragmatism softened by the moment, smiled. "We made a difference, and we did it together." Chapter 28, A New Dawn. As the Starfinder sailed through the stars, the crew took time to reflect on their journey. The galaxy was now a bit safer, thanks to their bravery and the unexpected alliances they had forged. Zio, now fully integrated into the crew, was a constant reminder of the bond between them. Its telepathic abilities continued to offer valuable insights, and its presence brought a sense of peace and hope. Captain Morris looked out at the stars, a sense of fulfillment and hope for the future filling her heart. The crew had faced immense challenges and had emerged stronger, united not only by their mission but by a deep and abiding friendship. As the Starfinder set a course for their next destination, Elena knew that their journey was far from over. The galaxy was vast and filled with mysteries, and there would be more challenges to face. But with the strength of their unity and the bonds they had forged, they were ready to face whatever lay ahead. Their story, now a legend across the stars, was a testament to the power of compassion, courage, and the strength of unexpected friendships. And as they ventured forth, they carried with them the knowledge that, no matter the challenges, they would always face them together. Epilogue. A legacy of unity. Years passed, and the legend of the Starfinder and its crew spread far and wide. Their deeds inspired countless others to seek understanding, forge alliances, and stand against the darkness that threatened the galaxy. Zio, now a revered symbol of unity and hope, continued to work alongside the Starfinder crew, its telepathic abilities enhancing their explorations and deepening their understanding of the universe. The crew, too, had grown and evolved, their experiences shaping them into leaders and pioneers. Captain Elena Morris, looking back on their journey, saw not just a series of battles, but a testament to the power of connection and collaboration. The galaxy, once a place of uncertainty and conflict, was now a tapestry of intertwined destinies and shared dreams. And so, as the Starfinder sailed into the vast unknown, its crew remained steadfast in their mission, driven by a legacy of courage and the enduring spirit of unity. Their story was one of hope, a shining example of what could be achieved when diverse beings came together in the face of adversity. The stars, ever watchful and eternal, bore witness to their journey, a journey that proved that even in the darkest of times, light could be found, and that the strength of unity could shape the future of the galaxy. Did you like the video? Do you want more of this? Don't forget to subscribe.